Oh, yeah. This is ScareMas. I am Danny, and I'm here with the jolly old fat guy,
Oh, wow.
Joel.
Jeez.
Not
Okay,
you,
what's up?
Joel. You're,
Oh, okay.
the jolly old man, Santa. That's who we're talking about. Okay, so this is our final episode of ScareMas 2024. And we're going to talk about different scary Christmas films. And we're going to do a tier list ranking. We haven't done this before. A lot of YouTubers are doing it these days. So we thought we'd jump on the trend. Hey, nice hat.
So, yeah, we're still doing Christmas. So, yeah, we
gotta get
I
the
didn't wear a
Christmas hat going.
festive shirt. So, I get the hat going at least.
There you go. So, if you don't know how a tier list works, basically, we have these different tiers here. I don't know if you can read them, but the top tier is ho 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 yes. So that is the best. And we're treating these as if they were gifts that we were given for Christmas. So if you were to be given, let's say, Nutcracker Massacre, would it be a ho 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 yes? Would you be so excited for that gift? Or would it be the next tier? That's a great gift. Or it's a good gift. Or I guess it's the thought that counts. Or coal. Is that the worst gift you can get? So they are randomized here, and we're looking at basically any of the Christmas horror films that we've reviewed, as well as a couple of, I think just one that we haven't reviewed. So over the last 5 years, all of the ones that we've reviewed are on this. If we missed any, then let me know. I think we got them all, but I could be wrong. Or if there's any you want to add, let us know what tier you would have put that film in. Because we haven't seen every Christmas horror film ever made. So
We have not.
And it's just me and Joel today. Katrina is bummed that she's not doing this with us, but we will definitely be doing other tier lists now that kind of know how to do it. So if you have any ideas of what tier list you'd like for us to do, then let us know and we will most definitely do it.
Yes.
All right. So let's get to the gifts. So for our first gift, if we open it up, you go under the tree, you get the wrapping, and you unwrap it, and it's Black Christmas 2019.
Starting off strong.
Yes.
With a heavy hitter.
Where does that one land in our tier ranking here?
I think I can speak for both of us when I say it's going to be Cole.
Yes.
It's probably the worst movie we've ever reviewed.
I
maybe
don't
Sleepaway Camp, but I don't know. This one is probably the worst.
I would say it's probably the worst because it's supposed to be serious.
It's supposed to be good.
Yeah. Like Sleepaway Camp was intentionally cheesy and
people
to a certain degree.
Still, but
I'm not a big fan of Sleepaway Camp either. But I agree with you. Cole, it is for Black Christmas 2019.
And starting off the very bottom.
These are random. Hopefully we can, fill this up and get a lot of the top tier, but we'll see. We'll see. And if we disagree, we're going to have to compromise in some way. Yeah. So we're going to have to figure that out as we go. But So next one, the next gift under the tree, you pick it up, you unwrap it, and it's I Trapped the Devil. We reviewed that this year, just I don't know, like a week ago or something.
We just recently put it up, right?
Yeah, just a few days ago. So if you don't remember this one, a guy believes that he has trapped the devil in his basement, and I think his brother or his sister, and his brother or his brother and his sister-in-law, I believe,
Yeah,
come
I think
to
so.
visit unexpectedly, and it's kind of like the dialogue between them. And does he have the devil there, or does he not?
Mhm.
Where should this one go? What do you think, Joel?
For me, I think it's the thought that counts.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it. It's definitely not the top two.
No,
Um,
yeah,
I for me, it's the thought that counts. It's
okay.
not Cole by any means.
Yeah,
But it's yeah, probably would have to go right there for
okay.
me.
It's the thought that counts. I'm looking at the rest of these,
Yeah, I know I am
and I'm
too.
like,
I mean, we've got some good ones on here that are gonna go in the
yeah,
top two.
yeah.
Um,
But that middle category.
yeah, I mean, I feel like a gift and it's thought
Okay.
that counts can get filled up pretty quick.
All right, let's go with it's the thought that counts. It's
Okay.
a very slow movie,
Yeah.
even though it's not a long movie.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it was very slow moving. There was not a lot of progression in the plot.
No. Yeah.
So it's all atmosphere, but
Mm-hmm.
which I like a
Yeah.
lot of times, but that can only take your movie so far. So,
Mm-hmm. True.
all right, next, Under the Tree. You pick it up, you unwrap it.
What am I
You've
getting this
got
time?
P2.
P2.
Yeah. We reviewed that recently as well. That was
We
one of the
did.
first ones of the ScareMas season.
Yeah, I think it was not my first
Your first
choice.
pick.
I
Yeah.
think it was my first pick.
Yeah.
I think I like this one a little bit less than both of you.
Mm.
Um, but I would go with Good Gift.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty average, like if you're gonna call it a slasher
Yeah.
type movie. Um, it was to me it was pretty average, but it did have its moments.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking at the rest of these. I'm like,
yeah,
because I'm trying to like compare them,
yeah.
I kind of want to put this one. Yeah, I'll put it in good. I'll agree
We
with
can move. We can change it around if
Yeah,
if it
we
gets
can
too
switch them
out of
around.
hand.
Yeah, it gets too out of hand. It gets too crazy. So this one, if you don't remember, a woman on Christmas Eve, she's on her way out of the office and gets stuck in P2, the parking garage, second floor, with a security guard who's very creepy and has his own ideas of what he wants to do for Christmas Eve. And doesn't all take place on P2, but it's throughout the parking garage.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's kind of like a cat and mouse slasher type movie. So
Yeah.
there you go. All right. What's next under the tree?
This one's gonna be tough.
This one is Black Xmas
This
from
one's gonna be
2006. This is one that I need to watch again because I remember I've only seen it once, and I remember being pleasantly surprised with how much I liked it because I remember hearing a lot of bad things about it.
Yeah.
It's more, to me, it's more of a sequel to Black Christmas than it is a remake. I think it's billed as a remake. I think that's kind of how it was advertised, but it seems more like a sequel to me.
They gave him a backstory.
Yeah.
They gave Billy a backstory where he was born with like yellow skin, and
Yeah.
I don't know if that is true to the original story. If Billy was like, had like yellow skin or whatever.
We don't really see much of him, and there's no backstory that we get.
Yeah, because like Billy in Black Xmas, like he is yellow. He's like Simpsons yellow.
It's weird.
So
Yeah. When they
so
actually show him and stuff, it's not the best, especially the end. Like there's a scene where he like gets out of a body bag and stuff. Pretty stupid.
Yeah. And he showed him as a baby in a flashback.
Yeah,
and like the baby's like neon yellow. I'm like, wow, okay. It's a little much.
Yeah.
And the voice, I don't like the voice for like when he's talking on the phone.
Mhm.
Like it's not creepy like it is in the original movie.
Yeah. It's very different. It's more of a kind of gross out gore type movie.
Is. Yeah.
There's a lot of eyeball stuff going on. I remember.
A lot of like eating of body parts.
Yeah.
Like cooking of body parts and eating.
Yeah. And there's a little bit of incest, I think.
There
Disgust. So
yeah,
it goes kind of far.
Yeah, I like the cast though. The cast was really good.
I like the cast, and I do kind of like that it feels like a sequel. Like even though it's you know tonally very different, it feels like okay, there were all these murders in this sorority house years and years ago, and they got out of prison and they go back to continue to kill. So me personally, I want to put it at good gift.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I want to put it up there with P2. I feel like I can compare them on enjoyment level. And if I got it for Christmas, I'd probably say great gift, because that means that whoever gave it to me like really knows me. That'd be a really interesting gift to get from like a relative.
Here's Black Xmas. Wanted.
Yeah, the collector's edition Blu-ray box set.
Box set of just that one. It's got a lot of special features.
It comes with like a booklet, and it's like a steel book.
Steel book, yeah.
That'd be cool. So that would be a ho ho, yes. But anyways, I think good gift. You agree?
Yeah, good gift is good gift is a good spot for it.
Good spot for good gift.
Yes.
All right. So we've got another one under the tree. We got a lot of gifts under the tree, and they're all very similarly shaped.
Yeah, they're all shaped like movies.
It's weird. It's really weird. So we unwrap this one, and it's Dead End.
Oh man,
another one we reviewed this year, just recently.
Yep.
Family driving to a Christmas party on Christmas Eve, and they get lost, of course, and they break down. And it's just all kinds of weird stuff that happens to them throughout the night. There is a character that really, really annoyed Joel. I thought he was hilarious.
Way over the top, and just I don't know. I know you like this one a lot more than I did. I mean, not a lot more, but you liked it more than I did.
Yeah, I did like it more. The after or the mid-credit scene or whatever really hurt the movie, though.
It did. Yeah,
it really hurt it. It had a pretty cool ending to explain, but then they added that extra thing that was very unnecessary.
Yeah, and that end part actually helped my rating of the movie, but then the end part kind of undid what the ending actually did.
Yeah.
To me, it's the thought that counts. Because
this
is not a good gift. I would not watch this movie again.
Yeah, I will agree. I don't want to put it up there with P2 and Black Xmas.
No, it's not on that. It's not on par with those.
Yeah, I can go with you on that one.
It's not cold though. It's not horrible.
No.
It has some redeeming.
It's not down there with Black Christmas 2019.
No, not a whole lot. I don't think will be down there with Black Christmas 2019, but we'll see. There might be some stuff on there. But yeah, so that's not the thing else for me.
All right, next under the tree, it's a dusty one. It's been there a while. We're gonna unwrap it. It's been there for
Man.
50 years.
Wow. No one's unwrapped it in 50 years.
Nope, it just
That's
got
crazy.
unwrapped today, and it is the original Black Christmas from 1974.
Put it up there. It's a ho ho ho. Yes.
Yeah, no
Ho, ho,
argument
ho,
there.
yes. Our
The
first.
best of the list here, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. We got the best and the worst in the same franchise.
Yeah. That's
not
kinda
okay,
crazy.
guys. And just an average one in the middle.
Yeah. There you go. You got the whole spectrum.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, under the tree, unwrapped. It's a cold one. It's cold
Chilly
and
one.
windy, and it's Wind Chill. We reviewed this recently, just a few days ago. It was dropped. So, what do we think of this one?
Wind chill. Wind chill.
I want to go. I'm going to say it's the thought that counts. That's
okay. I was thinking good gift, but yeah. Because honestly, like with good gift, I feel like I could watch these multiple times.
Okay.
And I've seen Wind Chill. I watched it when it came out when we were at Hollywood Video.
Yeah.
But I've only seen it one other time since then, and that was when we reviewed it. And after watching it again, I don't know if I think I'm content with not watching it again after that. So yeah, I can move it down to the thought that counts.
Okay. If you guys don't remember or you didn't see our review, this one is similar to Dead End. A couple of college kids driving home for the winter break, and they break down. They get into an accident, get stuck on this snowy back road, and a bunch of weird stuff happens. Different from Dead End. Dead End is also advertised as a dark comedy. This one
I didn't find it funny.
Yeah, you didn't. No. I found it funny.
I didn't.
Not like super funny. But I did see the humor in it. Wind Chill does not have any of that. It's a very straightforward horror film. So.
And it was starting to go as a way that would have made the movie a whole lot better.
Yes, it started out strong.
Yeah, but then it just decided to take the supernatural route.
Yeah.
If it had gone the route that we had hoped it was going to go down, it may have been at least a good gift. Maybe great if it had landed.
It had potential. I like both the actors.
Yeah. Emily Blunt, she's big now.
All right, so are we saying the thought that counts?
It's a thought that yeah.
I agree. If I got any of these three movies for Christmas, I'd be like, it's really random.
Yeah. I mean, if I got P2 for Christmas, it'd be kind of random too. But
yeah, any of them would probably be random. But
I could at least watch P2 more often than I could watch the other three. So
yeah.
Black Xmas I've seen a few times.
Yeah. All right, next one. This is a deep cut right here.
Yeah,
we've got a little guy. We reviewed this one last year for ScareMas. It was Katrina's pick. So we go and get that gift and unwrap it, and it's the Nutcracker Massacre.
Oh man.
As one of the most painful kills.
They don't call it the Nutcracker for nothing.
Yes, it's a fitting title. Very kind of off the wall movie. Yeah. It's definitely horror, but it leans into the Nutcracker story, which I was not expecting, and maybe a little bit, but it really leans into it. With like the fantasy element of that story. So I thought that was kind of weird. It's, it's a B horror,
It
C
is.
horror. What do you think about this one?
So when I heard that we were doing this, we are going to be reviewing it. Honestly, I was expecting like one of the smaller Nutcrackers.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting like it is a B-rated horror movie, but I was
Yeah.
expecting more like B-ratedness to it. And that was actually like a life-size like Nutcracker, which I've never seen those before, but that's crazy.
I saw one recently at Home Depot.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, they had a couple.
That's crazy. I would stay away from those because they might come to life. This is a tough one because it's not Cole for me.
Yeah.
But we've got some like really like, as far as performance goes, Wind Chill is actually like, if we're just rating on performance, Wind Chill should not be in It's a Thought That Counts.
Yeah.
And I feels weird sticking it next to Wind Chill, but it's not gonna go in under Good Gift for me. It just feels weird to, I don't know, because it's completely different. But for me, it's not Cole quite yet.
Yeah,
it just feels weird.
I agree. It is. Yeah, and I mean that's when you only got so many tiers. That's why we do the out of 100 rating.
Yeah.
So then you can kind of within the ranking.
Mm-hmm.
You have 10 numbers to work with.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We don't have that luxury here. So some of them are going to be in the higher level of the tier, and some are going to be in the lower level. I would say this is the lower level of the Thought That Counts tier. It was just a little bit of thought that went into it. What happened was someone said, "Oh, Joel likes horror movies," and then they went to Walmart and they grabbed the first thing that caught their eye, and that's what they bought.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So a little bit of thought.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Oh man, it just feels weird where it's placed right now for me. It just, I don't know.
It's really bugging you.
It just, it
can't see. Look at that guy.
Feel like it needs to be like a row between It's a Thought and Cole.
What if I put him right here?
That's where like B rated would be.
What if I switch them?
Oh, it's a lot better now.
Okay. No. We're good to go.
No, yeah, it was just weird for a minute there, like deciding where to put it. But all right, it needs to be there. So
okay. The next gift that we unwrap under the tree is A Creature Was Stirring.
Was that the anthology one?
Yes, from last year.
Honestly,
I am having a hard time remembering a lot of this one.
I am too. For that reason, I feel like it should be Cole.
Yeah, I remember one of the stories was a guy or a girl stuck in a parking lot, like an outside parking, not like a parking garage.
Mm-hmm.
And there was someone with a van.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that too.
Something like that. Yeah, very forgettable, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you. These Christmas anthology horror movies are not the best. As we will get to another one here shortly. Actually, a couple more.
Oh, right. Yeah, a couple more. That one right now.
All right. So the next one. This one's a bigger one. It's a bigger gift. There's some heavy hitters in this one.
Yeah.
We unwrap it, and it's A Christmas Horror Story.
Oh, man.
Also reviewed this recently. Go back and check that out. This is another anthology type of horror film. This one's higher production level, I
Yeah,
would say. Um,
it's
but
still
I don't really like it that much.
yeah. There were a couple of sequences, a couple like story. I mean, there's only like 5 stories in this one
Yeah.
that tie together, but there were a couple of them that were pretty good. Um, but yeah, I'm fine with either It's a Thought or Cole for that one. Um, if you want to
Yeah.
just stick all the anthologies in Cole, because the next one's going to be in there too, for me at least. Um,
You know,
but this one is the better of the three.
it is. It is. And I do like how the Santa one ends. I like that a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, that one. Yeah, that started out being my least favorite of the stories, and
Yeah.
it ended being the best,
Yeah.
which is a very rare thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. All right. Yeah. Let's put in Cole. Katrina would probably not be happy with that placement. But we will let you know if she wants to rearrange these at all. Maybe when she comes back, we'll
Yeah.
do another tier list and see if she wants to move any of these around. We'll just show her this and see what she thinks. All right. So the next one is Under the Tree, and Santa put that one there. And you're going to open it up. And it is Violent Night.
Oh
which
man,
is hardly a horror movie, in my opinion, but we
it
will talk about it nonetheless.
yeah,
It's a Christmas movie for sure.
it is a Christmas movie, and I feel like the I don't know, some of the characters kind of have that like B-rated horror feel to me, like the way that they're being portrayed, like the
Yeah.
family and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's got the gore for a horror movie. Like there's
Yes.
especially one kill, which was really intense.
Yeah.
Um, and it just I can see the like it doesn't have the horror atmosphere really to it. Um, but I'm pretty sure in theaters it was being portrayed as a horror movie, like a horror action.
Yeah.
Like it feels like Die Hard with Santa is
Yeah.
pretty much what it is, with more gore
Yeah.
thrown in there.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's on the you know loose end of being
Yeah.
labeled as a Christmas movie or a horror movie.
Yeah.
But I'm down to call it a horror movie. So
Okay. Well, I really liked this one. I think
yeah,
most people really liked it. I would say it's a great gift. What do you
yes, I was thinking that too. It's not ho 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 yes, even though it's Santa, it should be.
think?
Sorry, Santa. But we need a spot there. So
Yeah. I think yeah, it's a good movie.
mhm.
Aren't they making a second one?
I think they're supposed to be making another one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
they could make multiple of these movies. It's just Santa
Yeah, he's
just going
saving the
places
day
and
every
yeah.
year. All right. So the next one. This one is wrapped up in kind of like black wrapping paper.
Oh man, I don't want this gift.
But you open it anyways, and it's Krampus.
Krampus.
The original Krampus, not to be confused with all the different Krampus named films.
Yeah,
This is the original,
this is
the
legit.
only one that anybody should watch.
Yeah,
All right.
I really
I
like this
like it.
movie.
Yeah. I like it too.
I I don't know because it's one of those. I remember talking about this one. We did this one 2 years ago. Or was it last year?
No, it wasn't last year. It might
No,
have been
yeah.
like 3 years ago because we're
Yeah.
coming up on our 5th year.
Yeah, that's true. And I remember the tone being all over the place. Like
Yes.
it took itself seriously at some points, and then other points didn't.
Yeah. It's like Trick or Treat. It's the same guy. Michael
Yeah,
Dougherty, I think, is the name of
but
the director.
yeah, but that was an anthology. Like I'm okay with
Right.
that because some of those stories were supposed to be taken seriously and some weren't.
Yeah.
But this was just one story completely. So for me, because the tone being everywhere, it's a good gift.
Oh man, I gotta go with great gift.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it in the ho ho ho.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
No.
but I think it's up there with Violent Night. I would put it above like P2 and Black Xmas.
Yeah. We are.
Especially the Christmas theme is very strong.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
If
It
you guys
is.
don't know what this is, the story of Krampus is like he comes after the naughty ones. And a little boy, it's a family dinner, basically Christmas dinner. I think it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Little boy has his list for Santa, his letter, and then
Which you should
he
have.
decides he's not believing in Santa anymore because of his like cousins, make fun of him or whatever. So he throws the letter out the window. I think he rips it up. Yeah.
Yeah, he rips it up and throws, and the wind catches it.
Yeah.
It's like if that's a letter to Santa asking what you want for Christmas, you should probably do that before Christmas Eve.
Yeah, you gotta get
you
that
gotta
in
get
the
it
mail.
out there. Yeah.
But so since he does that, Krampus comes to town.
Yep.
He's up here.
Oh,
There
got
he is.
Krampus. Nice.
Yeah, I gotta say, great gift, man. I don't know how we're gonna determine this.
I mean, I really liked it. It's just for because it didn't know if it wanted to be a serious movie or a comedy.
Yeah. And that's kind of one of the things that I liked about it. I like it's fun.
Mm-hmm. It is fun.
It does have like the more serious moments, but I think overall it's just a fun movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, let's put it next to Santa. It is better to be put next to Santa than Black Xmas. So
all right. We'll go up there with
I can agree with that.
Violent Night. All right. I think things are going to start to get a little interesting here as we go through looking at some of these. All right. So the next one. What is this one?
I can't even tell. Oh, is this? No, it's over there. From here, I can't really tell what that is.
Oh, yeah. It's A Creature Was Stirring. So there's two.
Oh, the other anthology.
It's not an anthology.
Well,
this one is the with the one girl from This Is Us.
Oh yeah.
Her daughter is upstairs.
Oh, I completely forgot about this movie.
Two people try to break in and into their house during the Christmas time. I don't remember if it's Christmas or Christmas Eve specifically.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what's up with the daughter upstairs? She's supposed to be like possessed or something. And these burglars, and it has a really cool ending. It's kind of one of those like twists, I guess you could say. There is a porcupine. That's what like the daughter turns into, is like this monster porcupine. That was probably the worst part of the movie, especially when they show it. Not very well.
You guys don't have the
designed.
budget for a giant porcupine. Come on now.
Yeah. And it if you go back to our review, we get kind of in depth with it because
Mhm.
there are some themes in there that I don't want to spoil, but the porcupine makes sense
Yeah.
once you know and think about the themes of the movie. They just did not create it very well. It just
Mhm.
doesn't. It makes the movie kind of silly when it's on screen,
Yeah.
and it's not a funny movie at all. So I want to put this with good.
I don't remember much of this movie, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel like it's underrated. I feel like if you've seen it, you'll. Well, Joel, you saw it and you don't remember
yeah.
it, but
Yeah.
I feel like it might make an
Yeah.
impact on people, especially if you think about it. And we kind of went in deep on it
We did.
in our review. And if you really think about what the message of the movie might be and what the twist means, then you can appreciate it. I will say it has to do with drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. I, so I don't remember it currently, but I do remember liking it when we did watch it, when we did review it. So
Yeah.
I will go with you on Good Gift.
Okay.
I need to rewatch that one again, but it's just, I
Came out
mean,
last year, just on
yeah,
video, VOD. Wasn't on any streaming site. I think it
we
might be
re-
now though. I
we
want to say
recently
it's
put out.
on something.
Oh yeah, we recently put out our 300th episode. So after a
Oh
while,
yeah.
some of these movies are gonna fall to the wayside a little
Yeah.
bit. Like I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Or I don't remember a lot of that, but I
Yeah.
do remember liking it when we did watch it and review it. So
Okay. Fair
yeah,
enough. And you'd
this
probably
one,
remember it if it's a great gift or a ho ho ho. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
a good
So.
gift. Yeah, it's good. Thank you. That's
It'd be so random if someone gave that to you.
yeah, I know.
But
Creature was stirring. There you go. Thanks. Like,
they're titled a little differently. So I think the A creature was stirring and all the creatures are stirring. Something I don't know. They're titled very similarly. The
yeah.
anthology in this one, I just can't read it. A creature was stirring and all the creatures were stirring. Something like I don't know. Anyways,
A creature was stirring makes sense because it's part of the Christmas poem. Not
yeah.
a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Like all the creatures were stirring doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. All the creatures were stirring.
See,
I think
that
that's what it says.
lowers it to it, so it's not that counts.
No. That's what the anthology says.
Oh, that's what the
It's already in coal.
Oh yeah, it's already in coal. It can't go any lower than that. That's right. That's where you belong.
Yeah, stay
Just
there.
for the title. What are you doing?
All right. Next
Where we
one.
go?
We open up. It is 13 Sleighs Till Christmas.
Oh,
Or
man.
till
Thank you.
Xmas.
Thank you for giving me firewood for my fire.
Yeah, you can put firewood on the coal. Good to go. So if you don't know this one, we reviewed it recently. 13 different short films in this. It's a longer anthology style movie. Very, very low budget, B, C, D, E level.
FH.
We were not big fans of this one. So yeah, we're gonna put it in coal. It's one of the more deserving of that.
Yeah,
Definitely Black
if
Christmas and that are the two
Yeah.
for sure's for coal.
Yeah, if Christmas Horror Story is in coal, that's definitely going in coal.
All right, now we'll see what we decide on here. Okay, we're gonna get the gift again. This one's kind of like dirty. It's kind of like got some dirt on it, some mud on it. Maybe it's like already kind of open a little bit. We're gonna open it.
Copy?
We're gonna open it up, and we see Silent Night, Deadly Night. All right. We reviewed this one a few years ago.
Yeah.
Basically, a child is told by his elderly, senile grandpa that if you're not good, then Santa is going to come and get you.
Gonna get you.
And on his way home, Santa comes and gets his parents, and he hides off away. It's not actually Santa. It's a guy dressed up as Santa who decides to carjack them and murder his parents. And he hides away, and then he's, orphan. So he gets put in an orphanage and is treated horribly. Then he grows up to kind of have a normal life. He works at a department store kind of place, and they need a Santa for the holiday season. And they task him to be Santa, and he goes on a killing spree. He gets triggered. This one is one of the more controversial horror films of all time. It actually was banned. I don't know if it was banned in the US, but it was banned in other countries. There were protests.
Santa can't kill people?
Yeah. I think it might have gotten an NC-17 or like a.
I think it did.
I don't know if that's what they rated things back then, or if it was something like that, 18 plus, or something along those lines, like above R. It's there's definitely a sexual assault scene. The nuns treat him pretty bad as a kid. Pretty traumatizing stuff there. To today's standards,
it's
not that crazy.
No,
I mean, it kind of is. It's not.
It's
compared to what horror is now.
Yeah,
it's on the it's not tame, but it's not too out of control.
It's not. Yeah, it's below. I'd say average as far as like all that goes. I don't think it's a below average movie. Yeah. I know that we haven't really liked a whole lot of 80s horror. We can respect it for what they were doing, but I know that we haven't really had a big track record of enjoying the 80s like cheesy camp. But I will say that I do like this one a lot more than I thought I was going to.
Me too. It's a shorter movie too. I think it's like not even an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So it kind of just takes off right away.
It does.
There's no down.
Flies by.
Yeah.
So I would say it's a good gift.
Yeah,
it's a good gift. Don't give me the box set. I don't want the other sequels, but this is
there is a box set.
Oh, I'm sure there is. There's like 5 or 6 of these movies.
Yeah, the box set came out last year, the year before. Yeah, I was surprised to see that. I'm like, oh wow. Something that's interesting about this movie is I bought I don't know if it was the unrated or uncensored or something like that version, or director's cut or something. And there are certain, because I've seen it a couple times. I saw it streaming, and then I saw this copy that I had bought. And there are certain parts of it, I wouldn't even say scenes, because it's not full on scenes, but certain parts where the video and audio quality drop significantly.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you're going from an HD to like a VHS quality, and it's just little parts. It's like maybe a line of dialogue, and then it goes back to the like regular version. And so I looked it up because I was like, I don't remember it being like this. And at times it almost feels intentional because it feels, or at times it seems like those moments happen when the intensity is increased or he's like, going crazy or whatever. But then it didn't stick to that. So I was like, no, there's something else to this. What it is they remastered all of the movie, but they left those parts that were the director's cut or whatever as the original form. So the rest of it looks good, looks more like up to date picture and everything. But the rest of it is like 80s VHS quality that they just didn't enhance and just put it in the movie. So
it's crazy.
That was really weird. I've never watched a movie with that.
Yeah.
With that in it. So I don't know why they didn't like remaster the entire thing. I don't know if this was supposed to be a cool little Easter egg kind of thing or what. But I mean, it's a little story to tell, I guess. So
yeah,
always remember that. Weird. All right. So we're kind of like evenly spaced out here for the those three tiers.
Good, cold, yeah.
Let's see what's next. Oh man. All right. So
one of these getting
this one's very, very shiny. It's like glittery and it has a bow on it. And it looks really, really good, like a really good wrapping job. And I open it up and I see that it's Secret Santa.
Oh man.
Yeah. And if you don't know what this is, we reviewed it recently. So go back and watch that episode. It's a fun one. I enjoyed it way more than Katrina and Joel.
Yeah, you did.
A family who does not get along gets together for a Christmas Eve dinner.
Not get along is putting it very mildly. they have their arguments and bickering. No.
It's been way beyond that. The stuff that they say to each other is just so crazy, so out there. You just have to watch it to believe it. The stuff that they say and the different conversations they have and the topics of conversation. So, and just, all hell breaks loose. And as you go on, you start to learn why these people are acting the way that they're acting. It's extremely over the top B style horror, not the best quality of picture or sound or things like that, or acting. The acting's better than some of these that we've talked about, but
barely
not up there with those titans up there.
Not even up there with Wind Chill. And that's in the thought.
No, that's a pretty good acted. Yeah. That's pretty well acted. I'm kind of wanting to put Nutcracker at Cole. Anyways, we'll look at the list, the tiers after we're done. I want to put this at. Oh man,
you know where I want to stick that one.
All right. Well, I'll say. I want to say great gift.
Okay. No, you don't.
I do. I'm serious. I want to show this to people. Like, I want people to watch this movie.
Yeah, to laugh how bad it is.
Yeah. Just have a good time. I want this movie. I am going to achieve ownership of this movie one day. Yeah. So I want to put it there, but I will say good gift. You want it to be in Cole, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's compromise. Let's do the thought that counts.
All right.
Hey, I'm going down
You're
3.
going down from great gift, which I think is BS in and of itself. I think it's a masterpiece, but you want to put it in coal, so let's meet in the middle with good gift.
Hey, I could have said ho 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 yes,
Yeah.
and then we'd be up in good gift.
I would say no to that. Like I'm barely like on board with it's the thought that counts because it's really not.
Oh man, I'd be so happy if someone thought of this movie for me. Like if I get this for Christmas, I mean, it would only be Katrina or you that would get it for me, but
Yeah,
it would be quite the.
Katrina wouldn't because that's making
She'd have to
her
live
like,
with
forcing her, yeah, to watch it.
All right, I think that's the most contention we're gonna have for this, but we'll see as we continue on. We got a
Yeah.
few more here. All right, so the next one, I feel like this one's kind of almost didn't get on this because I can't remember if Christmas is mentioned in this movie. I feel like it is. I know Thanksgiving is, but I'm not 100% sure that Christmas is. It definitely takes place in between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
At a lodge, it's all snowy and everything, but I can't remember if Christmas is mentioned.
I thought they were going there for Christmas.
Yeah, that might be the case. And yeah, because they go to the lodge, and I think, yeah, they're going to spend Christmas with their soon-to-be stepmom.
Yeah.
And they're like really like not wanting to do that. And so it's about a family, these two kids going to spend Christmas time with their stepmom while their dad goes to work for in a lodge. They're going to live in a lodge for a little while. I think it's like supposed to be a weekend or a week, not super long. And the dad's only supposed to be gone for like a day or two. But they get snowed in, and they lose power, and then weird stuff starts happening, and the kids start to learn that their new soon-to-be stepmom was in a cult, a religious cult.
Yeah.
And we'll just leave it at that. I loved this movie.
I did too. I don't know if it's ho 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 yes, but it's definitely great gift.
Yeah.
And it's on the higher end of great gift to me. I think it's, but yeah, I love this movie too.
Yeah. I want to put it at the top. This is one of those movies where I saw it in theater and just was blown away by the end. And some of the other reveals that happen in the movie, but the end especially was just, it's dark.
Yeah, it's dark.
A very dark ending. But it was just like, wow. It really hits you.
Yeah.
Definitely. To me, it's like it hits you kind of like Black Christmas does. It's a heavy movie like that. Very different, but
yeah. All right, I'll go with ho 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 yes, because it's almost there for me anyway. It is definitely in between great gift and ho 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 yes, so I can definitely yeah
okay,
feels good up there. I don't like that it's a black like background because it doesn't look like there's anything there against the black.
Yeah, let me see if I can make the
delete. No, don't do that.
Oh, that just changes that color. I was wondering if I could change the row color, but I'm sure you can. I just don't know how. So we're going to just not mess with it. All right. Next one. We're going to open up this gift. This one is in green wrapping paper. And it's kind of like kind of silly looking. Maybe it's got some like Dr. Seuss characters on it or something. Dr. Seuss wrapping paper. And we unwrap it and we find the mean one.
The mean one.
Yes.
So
we interviewed the director or
Yeah.
writer of this a couple years ago, I believe. I don't think it was last year.
mhm.
This is a silly one. What were you going to say, Joel?
I was just say I've only watched this one once,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed it. But for me, I have to watch another again. I don't really know where to find this movie. Honestly, I think it's on. I think you can rent it on like Fandango.
Probably.
But I haven't. I kind of wanted to like add it to my collection of movies to own, but I don't. But for me, for right now, I would have to say Good Gift.
Okay.
Because I enjoyed it, but it's
I can meet you there. It's one of the lowest rated on IMDb. I think it might be the lowest. I'd have to check Black Christmas 2019. But it has a 3.9.
That's crazy. It's fun. It's got some like Dr. Seussisms in there. Like it sounds like it's narrated by Anthony Hopkins. And, but there's no way you guys got him to narrate.
3.5 is Black Christmas 2019. So it's not the lowest.
Okay. That's crazy. It should be like a 1 something.
Yeah. So this is the mean one. If you don't know who that is, well, we're going to not tell you because you just got to figure that out. But he's green and he doesn't like Christmas. So he's coming to a town to ruin Christmas for everybody.
Yeah.
And kill.
In a different way that someone else.
Yeah. And what was surprised me about it was it actually did have the, like you said, the Seussisms. It had the kind of plot.
Yeah.
Like the book. It, obviously it takes it in a lot of different directions, but the plot had kind of like the same beginning and end, and it paid homage to the book, which was cool.
Yeah.
Because it's a children's book. So
yeah. So it's important that a slasher would pay homage to a children's book. Yeah. Naturally,
yes. This is kind of part of the trend that we're seeing with these childhood characters turning into horror characters. David Howard Thornton plays the mean one in this. He is also Art the Clown
himself.
And he is also going to be playing Steamboat Willie in the next movie from I can't remember his name now. Steve Lamorte, I think. Stephen Lamorte. The creator of this one. So all right, I think Good Gift. I think Katrina would be pleased with that. She might want to have it higher, but I think being in the middle is
it's in a good spot.
That's pretty good. I think that's
it's with some good company right there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think Secret Santa should be up there, but anyways. All right, next one. This one is like kind of dirty as well. And it's like glowing a little bit. Kind of like glow in the dark, kind of. I don't know. But
what kind of wrapping paper did you guys get?
We have a variety of wrapping paper. This one, we unwrap it and we see Christmas, Bloody Christmas.
You can hear the Terminator theme music.
Yeah, you can hear that going on. This one is about a robot Santa that gets loose in Placerville, California, and goes on
Yeah,
a killing spree.
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Just down the street.
Yeah, this was filmed about 45 minutes away from where we live. Well, where me and Katrina live, and
Where
where
you guys
Joel.
live? Where I used to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. It's one of the, I think, one of the first Shudder movies to go to theater. Because I saw this in theater, and it was a couple of years ago.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it was the first one. They've had many since, but I think this is the first one. I love this one.
Yeah, I could put it up with Great Gifts.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. And it does feel a lot like the Terminator towards the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Just like the fight scenes and stuff, and
yeah,
the whole cat and mouse looking for and everything is a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a really fun movie.
Yeah, and the characters, their dialogue and stuff is just so believable. It doesn't even feel like it's a script. I feel like you can just believe that they're friends, and they are just kind of trying to make the best of their Christmas Eve. Because they don't really have much going on in their lives. And
they say the F word like every other word. So if that bothers you, then but
it is a lot. You kind of have to. It's kind of a lot to take in. You kind of have to get used to it after a while.
Yeah,
if you can't,
language has never
not
been
something. Like it.
Language is not like something that's ever like bothered me or that I've like ever noticed until this movie. I'm like, wow, okay. It's like literally every other word. But I'm just get past that. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, really good. All right, so let me put that one up there. That is awesome. Glad you agree.
Yeah.
All right, now this one's also kind of old. This one's like black and white wrapping. Black and white wrapping paper. Not because it's like dark or scary or evil, but just because it's maybe faded into like grays and whites and blacks. So, and we unwrap it and we got It's a Wonderful Knife.
Oh man.
Joel, did you see this one?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you? I don't think you were in our review. Were you?
Didn't you see this one in theaters?
Yeah, this was like another Shudder one that came to theater.
Yeah. It didn't go to my theater, so I think you guys reviewed it. I'm pretty sure I talked about it at some point, though.
Yeah, I think
it's not in the review.
At some point, it made a list, or we did a recap or something.
You made a list of mine.
Yeah.
Or honorable mention, because I don't.
Yeah.
There's one list that it might have been on. Yeah, I don't know. I do remember talking about it though at some point. I'm just not entirely sure when.
So this one is another Shudder film that went to theaters. And most of these Shudder movies are in select theaters. I don't know that there's been any of them that have been like nationwide. No. But they're getting in more and more theaters, so that's exciting. So It's a Wonderful Knife is a play on It's a Wonderful Life, obviously. It's one of those movies like Happy Death Day or like Totally Killer, Freaky Friday, or just Freaky.
Yeah.
It's like one of those tropes of like an old film that they throw into a horror film.
Yeah.
So in this one, the main character, there's a killer, and kind of like a massacre happens, and then she talks about how she wishes she never was born or whatever. So then she gets to see what life is like without her in it. Just like It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh yeah, it's It's a 1-for-1 carbon copy.
But in this one, she knows that there's a killer out there that she needs to stop. So that is what this is about. I can't remember the name of the killer, but it's like an angel kind of look. It's like a white robe kind of thing. Almost like Ghostface, but white. Justin Long.
Yeah.
Was in this.
He was the best part of this movie.
Yeah.
To me.
And a lot of people would say he's the worst part of this movie.
I mean, he
acts pretty over the top.
He's not great, but he is still the best part of this movie. And yeah, I mean, I didn't care for it that much. I would say it's a thought that counts, just because it's a murder mystery, but they reveal the killer in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, so
it's not a murder mystery. Like she knows who the killer is, but she has to like convince people that it's this person. And it's like, that's not, I don't know. You take some of the fun out of it when we already know
exactly
in the beginning, not that we figured it out, but that you've literally pointed out who the killer is.
Yeah, it literally reveals their face.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So it's just about how is she going to convince the other people and convince them who she is.
Yeah.
And, all that. And it's a stretch too on like why, I don't know, the behavior of the main character, like getting so depressed over this, like she should have been.
She wants to.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Like you didn't do anything.
I thought that was a stretch too.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was fine for the gimmick it was going for. I think it's one of the lower tier versions of those films that we've gotten over the last 10 or so years. So I'll go with you on that. We will say the thought that counts.
And we can move the Nutcracker down if you want to, because I'm fine with that.
Okay. I'm doing it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's even those out. We've got a couple more to go. All right. This one. How is this?
This one's tricky.
Yeah. This one's wrapped. I don't know. I don't know how you'd wrap this one. Just kind of regular wrapping paper. I don't know. I don't know. This one's weird because it's like a Home Alone wrapping paper.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, we're going to go under the tree and we're going to grab the second to last gift. And it is called Better Watch Out.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You better not pout.
This is a good one. I liked this one. I think you liked it too, right?
I did. Yeah. No, the reason this is a tricky one for me is I absolutely love the twist in this movie.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming whatsoever. I really thought it was just going to be your average home invasion type movie.
Yeah.
I feel like the twist alone makes it a great gift, but at the same time, on rewatch, you're already going to know what that twist is. So it kind of takes away a little bit of the greatness that this movie is. If you watch it one time and you're done with it, then it's a great gift.
Yeah.
But it still is good. It still is a really good, very like well acted movie.
Yeah.
But so I'm torn between great and good for this one because this was one of the first ones we did as far as like the
ScareMas.
ScareMas ones.
Last year we did this one. I agree. I want to put it in great. Because of the twist. I agree that once you know, then it kind of, the fun is, not as enjoyable, but I do find the kids and like they're just so crazy and like kind of funny at times, and I feel like there's enough antics and fun twists and turns even after the twist to make the movie enjoyable.
Yeah.
on rewatch. And if you haven't seen it, then definitely watch it.
Yeah.
Basically, there's it's kind of the classic setup of the boy who's like, I don't know, preteen or teenager. Maybe he's like 13 or something. Can't remember. I think they say his age. I remember thinking like he's a little old to need a babysitter, but anyways, he gets his parents get him a babysitter for the night. I think it's around Christmas, and he has like a crush on her, and then people start kind of weird stuff starts happening. You kind of hear people outside, and then there's someone breaks in, and that is all we'll say about that. And if that sounds kind of just run of the mill basic, it's not. So
it's not. No, it's not.
Watch it going in expecting to be surprised.
Expecting Home Alone.
Yeah. You'll enjoy it. So
yeah.
And then go watch our review.
Yes.
All right. Great gift.
I'm down. I'm okay with that. Yep.
All right. Man, look at this. This is looking pretty freaking crazy.
Even. Yeah.
Yeah. And I have an idea where the next one might go. So we'll talk about this next one. This one is going to have, it's going to be kind of one of those, it's going to have a card with it. It's going to be one of those cards when you open it, it like sings. There's like a song.
Oh, okay.
It's like Jingle Bells, Jingle.
Yeah.
It has a card. You got to love getting those cards. And then you open the actual gift, and it's Anna and the Apocalypse.
Oh.
Yeah. And this is a musical horror zombie apocalypse movie, comedy as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very unique in that sense. I don't think we've ever seen something like this.
No. A musical horror and a comedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tackling all three very different subgenres.
Yeah.
Like you get your horror comedy sometimes, but then you get your comedy musical sometimes, but your horror musical comedies, you don't really get that very often.
Yeah, no. I was pleasantly surprised with this one. I really liked it. I had a lot of fun with it. The music and the songs are actually pretty good. The horror and the gore and stuff is good.
Yeah.
I would say the story is pretty good. I would say that's probably the weakest part of this movie for me. Because I don't really think about the story necessarily. I think of more about the survival aspect, the zombies, the music. But there is, a good story between the different characters and all that. So
it's good story. There's good character development in several of the characters too. Yeah. So like when you have a musical, and of any genre, really, the music should be the main focus.
Yeah.
Of your movie. If it's good music, then it can make for a really good story or a good movie. If it's bad music, then it can really hurt your film. I loved Joker Folie à Deux is a prime example of that. I loved all the songs in this movie. I thought they were all very catchy, very good. Like to me, it's a ho yes.
Oh man. All right.
I loved it. I'm a musical person anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of musicals and I'm a fan of horror movies. So if you can successfully put those two together, that's going to be a very positive experience for me at least. So I would love to buy this movie. Like I would love this as a gift.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Forgot about that criteria.
Gift aspect.
Yeah.
the thing you spend every movie being like, okay, it's wrapped this way.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna agree with you. I was leaning Great Gift, but it is a lot of fun, and I feel like this can be a movie to watch multiple times, and
Yeah.
still enjoy for the fun that it brings. There's no, I mean, I guess there's a twist in the fact that it starts off as like a High School Musical type of story,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden we're gonna throw zombies in there. But if you know that going in, it's not really a twist. But if
Mhm.
you didn't know that, then it's very much a twist to the
Yeah.
movie. Um,
Because you get like three, there were like at least 3 songs in before we
yeah,
even see a zombie. So it's
yeah,
like,
and they're
okay.
nothing about zombies or horror
Yeah.
or nothing. It's like,
Yeah.
the end of the school year, and like, where am I
Mhm.
going to go to college, and my boyfriend, or different things like
Yeah.
that, the play that they're going to be doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
The good old play.
fun stuff. I
Mhm.
will agree with you on that one, so
Nice.
we
You're not
will
a
put,
musical fan.
yeah,
So,
I really really liked this,
mhm.
surprisingly. All right, so here is our tier list.
That one will probably be the most divisive because I know a lot of people, especially in like the horror
Yeah,
genre, aren't fans of like musicals. So the fact we
yeah.
put that as like the as high as we did, it's probably not gonna people are not gonna like that very much. But that's just because they haven't watched it. So
Exactly. So yeah, definitely watch those top 2 tiers if you haven't seen them. If you haven't seen any of the Good Gift, check them out for sure.
yeah,
Don't know if you'll agree with us there, but and then the other ones, except for Secret Santa, you can throw Secret Santa up there with some of those other ones. But the
no,
other ones, we can kind of take it or leave it. But the coal, definitely will leave it.
yeah, I'll leave the coal
Don't
alone.
don't worry about those. You
Burn
can
that
leave
whole
those.
row.
Get a little barbecue going.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
If you guys want us to do more tier rankings like that, then let us know. I'm excited to do all kinds of lists with, slasher films and,
Yeah.
slasher villains, horror villains, conjuring, whatever.
Oh,
The
it's not
different
gonna be.
subgenres, we can do them all. So,
Yes.
different holiday themed like we did here. We'll probably do a Halloween one at some point, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So let us know what you would specifically like, and we will make it happen. And that concludes ScareMas for 2024.
Oh
It's
man.
been a lot of movies, a lot of
Yep.
reviews. Look out for our end of the year lists coming up.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
will
4 of
have
them or so.
yeah, we will have an episode for just a brief review and discussion on other films that we saw this year that we did not have a
Mhm.
full review for. So we'll go through those. We're going to have a top 5 worst of the year. We're going to have a top 10 best of the year. And then
Yep.
we will have our anticipated horror films for 2025.
Uh,
Got a lot to discuss throughout the next few
and
weeks.
it's
Oh, and
crazy.
Nosferatu.
Yes.
Forgot about that one. Of
Yep.
course.
I've
We
seen
need to
that on
review
Christmas
that.
Day.
Yeah, I gotta review that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll review that before we go into our lists for sure.
Mhm.
Because it might
I
make
can't.
a list or
Yeah,
two.
it might.
We'll
It
see.
might make a list. Who knows? One or the other. Um, I can't believe that we're already going to be on most anticipated 2025
I
when our
know.
first episode that we ever did was most anticipated of 2020, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I can't
And
believe
that
it's
went
been
nowhere.
5 years. Yeah. Yeah. None
Yeah.
of those movies that we
Yeah.
anticipated we actually got to see, I don't think. Not that year, at least.
Not that year.
I
Yeah.
don't think so, at least. But yeah, it's been a ride. So
Yeah.
5 years basically of Scare Talk and 2 years of ScareMas.
Yep.
And we want to keep this going. So hopefully next year we'll get some more Christmas horror films that we can review. I know we're kind of, there's a lot of them out there, but there was a few that we weren't able to get to this year that we'll definitely be doing next year.
We'll get to next year. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, thanks for joining us for this journey through the Christmas season. And we will see you very soon.
Yeah. I was going to say next year, but we still have a couple of episodes to air this year. So, yeah.
All right. This has been Scare Talk.
Sleep tight.
Don't let Christmas bite.